Liam had always been different. While other kids dreamed of becoming doctors, engineers, or athletes, he imagined himself standing at the top of a company he built from scratch. He was fascinated by businesses, how they grew, how they failed, and how they changed people's lives. From a young age, he read about entrepreneurs, sketched out business ideas in his notebooks, and even tried selling small things at school. But dreams don't always align with reality. When Liam completed high school, he knew exactly what he wanted: to study business and build his own company. However, his parents had a different plan. Entrepreneurship is risky, they said. A stable career is what you need. His friends echoed the same sentiment, convincing him that computer science engineering was the smarter choice. Liam fought. He debated. He reasoned. But in the end, he had no choice. He enrolled in an engineering college, making a silent promise to himself. In these 4 years, I will build something. If I succeed, I'll prove everyone wrong. If I fail, I'll accept my fate and get a job. From the very first semester, Liam worked relentlessly to find a problem to solve. He studied the market, observed everyday issues, and brainstormed possible solutions. He didn't just want to build a business, he wanted to create something meaningful. Then, something unexpected happened. He fell in love. Her name was Emily. She was everything he never knew he needed: smart, supportive, and full of life. For the first time, his mind wasn't just occupied by business ideas. It was occupied by her. Late-night calls, weekend dates, shared dreams, his focus wavered. The vision of being an entrepreneur was still there, but it no longer seemed as urgent. Then came the heartbreak. In their second year, Emily and Liam broke up. The reason didn't matter. The pain did. He had given his heart to someone, and now it was shattered. For an entire year, he was lost. He struggled with his studies, lost interest in business, and felt like a part of him had disappeared. He had always believed that he could handle anything. But heartbreak? That was different. By the time Liam reached his 3rd year, reality hit him hard. The campus placements were starting. Companies were coming in, offering high salaries and secure futures. Most of his classmates were preparing for interviews, polishing their resumes, and dreaming about corporate jobs. Liam stood at a crossroads. He had 2 options. Option 1: forget about business, prepare for placements, and get a job like everyone else. Option 2. Give his entrepreneurial dream one last shot. He made a decision. For 1 year, he would give it everything he had. If he failed, he would accept his fate and take a job. And so, the hustle began. Liam spent sleepless nights working on startup ideas. He launched projects, failed, pivoted, and tried again. Each failure was a lesson, each setback a challenge. Finally, he stumbled upon an idea, something different, something innovative, something that could work. But he needed money. For 6 months, Liam pitched his idea to investors. He sent emails, attended meetings, and knocked on every possible door. The answer was always the same: no. And now, the 3rd year was ending. Tomorrow would be the first day of his final year, and placements were beginning. Liam had reached his deadline. If he didn't get funding now, he would have no choice but to accept a job. That evening, he had one last meeting, one last chance. It was a Google Meet call with an investor he had been chasing for months. Liam presented his idea, answered the tough questions, and gave it everything he had. By the time the call ended, he had no idea what the investor would decide. The next day, Liam walked into the placement drive. His name was called, and he sat for an interview. It wasn't difficult. He was good at what he did. By the end of the day, he had an offer, a job, a stable future, a salary of $120,000 per year. But he wasn't excited. He sat outside the interview hall, staring at his offer letter, feeling a strange emptiness. He had always known he wasn't meant for this. He could happily earn just $10,000 a month running his own business rather than working for someone else. But he had no choice. He had tried and failed. Then his friend walked up to him. Smiling, he handed Liam his phone. A message was on the screen. The investor had said yes. For a moment, Liam just stared. His hands trembled. His heart pounded. After months of struggle, months of rejection, his business was finally happening. Without hesitation, he ran back into the interview hall. He found the interviewers, shook their hands, and with a confident smile, he said, "Thank you for selecting me. But I'm resigning." In his final year, Liam launched his business with the investor support. It wasn't easy. There were challenges, setbacks, and sleepless nights. But he built it. He made it happen. 4 years ago, Liam had walked into college with a dream. 4 years later, he walked out as an entrepreneur.